Hello mga kabibig! Welcome back sa ating bagong YouTube channel. Ito ang pinakamaingay ng YouTuber sa balat ng YouTube. Ako si Kabibig, maglepat-lepat na ka with evidence. Ako po, na-booking. Na-booking ang totoong plano daw di umano ni Risa Hontiveros at Erwin Tulfo at yung ibang mga senador na very vocal na inaway nila ang China, ang totoo daw ay nagpabilib ito sa Amerika. Uy, grabe naman. Grabe naman yun, nagpabilib talaga. Anong makukuha nila sa Amerika? Baka may planong tumakbo itong si Risa at kailangan ng suporta galing sa Amerika. Kaya inaway nila ang China. Hala ka, totoo ba ito, Kabibig? Ayon kay Philippine Geopolitical Analytic ni Ana Malindog-Oy on Philippine Geopolitical Analysis, mga kabibig, sa di umano'y posible rason ni Risa Hontiveros at Erwin Tulfo na nagpapabilib sila sa Amerika kaya inaway nila ang China. Kaya pinaburan nila si Tariela, mga kabibig, na okay lang na freedom of speech daw ang ginawa ni Tariela na mocking talaga yon using AI pictures of Xi Jinping. Okay lang daw yun. Parte daw yun ng freedom of speech, mga kabibig. O eto na, kabibig, ha. Ang reaksyon ni Ana Malindog-Oy sa isang interview kasama si Ms. Lauren Badi sa Bigwas ng Agila. Totoo kaya, kabibig? Nagpapabilib sa Amerika si Hontiveros at Tulfo? Nako, ano ba naman yan? O ito, kabibigan, manood tayo, ha, at pakinggan natin ang kanilang opinion, ang kanilang kuro-kuro at this is geopolitical analysis ni Ana Malindog-Oy. Okay, let's listen to this one.
Kasi ganito, ibig sabihin, hindi na tayo makakaahon. We will forever be, kumbaga, atsoy ng Amerika or talagang kolonya ng Amerika. But even the problem is like this. Under Trump administration, to be frank, hindi trip ni... Feeling ko nga, ang basa ko kay Trump, hindi niya gusto si BBM eh. Kasi alam mo, kanina nga't kinikwento ko sa'yo, I was in a meeting with some Malaysians. At saka sa meeting na yun, napag-usapan ng geopolitics. And actually, one of the Americans, si Gregory Polling, was actually telling the Malaysian that he was actually asking Trump, nung papunta si Trump sa ASEAN Summit, yung sa Kuala Lumpur, then magkakaroon siya ng Asia Tour, na ilang Southeast Asian countries, and then Japan, and then back to APEC. Kaya doon sila nag-meeting President Xi, di ba? Tinatry nilang i-convince na mag-drop by sa Pilipinas just to show of force na, the Philippines is an ally of the United States. Kaya Trump is dropping by. Wala. Trump, parang walang narinig si Trump. Hindi niya kinonsider yung suggestions. Kaya yung mga pro-Amer, mga CIA dyan, at saka mga tulad ni Gregory Polling, galit na galit kay Trump because of this. Kasi feeling ko, Trump even doesn't care about BBM. It's just that there are other political, actors and the political actors in the United States that of course still push dyan sa alliance natin with them because they're using the Philippines to whatever strategic interest na mayroon sila sa Indo-Pacific. But if you really look, Doc Lorraine, dun sa bagong national strategy na nilabas ni Trump, even Taiwan is not anymore an issue for the United States. The United States wants to have a very good relation with China, at ang sinabi nila, ang aming magko-concentrate kami na kontrolin at quote-unquote, i-dominate nila ang Western Hemisphere. But they will not anymore that much interfere or magpo-focus sa Indo-Pacific region or the Asia-Pacific where China is the leading superpower. So you see, nagbabago ang landscape. Ang tanong ko sa mga Pilipino, gusto niyo pa rin ba na maging always nasa kamay ni Uncle Sam ang Pilipinas, or may mga politicians ka that's serving the interest of the United States and not the interest of the Philippines? Do you really want that? Of course not. Kaya kailangan ng mga Pilipino matuto kayo. Ang pinaka-importanting critical na stage ng Philippine politics at para makita natin kung makakaalpas tayo dito sa nangyayari under BBM government is 2028 talaga. Kung matutuloy ang eleksyon. That's even the case, Doc Lorraine. Ang pinangangamba ko kung magkakaroon ng national
Wala
election
po.
kasi sa dami ng ino-orchestrate nila for BBM and the rest of the Marcoses and the camp to stay in power beyond 2028
Ooh.
is another question. Kaya nga ako sabi ko, maybe there will be a 2028 national election, maybe not. It really depends on 2026 to 2028. At saka, tingnan mo naman ang demolition job that they're doing against Sara Duterte.
Correct.
Lahat ng kaso pinail na against Sara. And there is this sinasabi-sabi na mayroon second impeachment na ihahain against Sara Duterte, which I'm not sure kung magkakaroon ng numero yan sa House of Representatives. Pero that's a possibility. So you can see the landscape. Pero ang tanong kasi lagi dyan sa mga Pilipino, ano ang gusto nyo para sa bayan mo? Anong gusto natin para sa Pilipinas? To be under the hands of the United States or not? To be an independent state truly or not? And to have a progressive country? And also to have good leaders in government? Yun yung mga tanong eh. Because at the end of the day, it's us, the Filipino people, that will define the destiny of our country. Hindi yan nasa kamay ng mga politicians.
Agree.
So as early as now, dapat naiintindihan natin. And one thing that you have to remember, nagbago na ang mundo, ang landscape. It's not anymore the dominance of the United States. The United States is a declining superpower. Marami ng contending powers and China is one of them. And we need to have a very good relation with China kasi at the end of the day, we cannot deny the fact that China is our largest trading partner, combined export and import. And aside from that, investment, infrastructure, and marami-rami pang iba. So dapat, kailangan natin ng presidente na hindi hawak sa liig ni Uncle Sam or ng sino pa mang bansa. Basta kailangan natin ang isang presidente na independent mag-isip at alam niya kung anong gusto niya para sa bayan.
Agree.
By
You know
2028.
That story of subjugation of the Philippines has grown old. Has grown old, no? Talagang buong buhay natin, kasaysayan natin halos, no?
Sa Amerika.
Nakaganyan tayo, nakagapit tayo sa dayuhan, no? So at this point, hindi na, lalo pa, na naranasan na natin yung paano kay PRRD na yung truly a foreign, an independent foreign policy. But Prof, I want to go back to yung ginawa ni Tariela, no? It's so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing. And then no less embarrassing, ito mga nag-audition kay Uncle Sam, no? Si Risa Ontiveros and Kiko Pangilinan followed suit, and then Tulfo followed suit, but they're all saying the same thing. Now they're saying that it is, you are a guest of this country, and it is impolite, that sort of thing, that kind of oversimplistic and even but could you explain to us, is the Chinese embassy a guest? Is that could you explain to us?
That is a wrong. Doc Lorraine, that's wrong. They are not guests. They are missions in the Philippines. And they are here because of the Vienna Convention. Mayroon silang protection under Vienna Convention precisely because they are missions here. They are like an extension. Yung mga diplomats na yan, yung Chinese embassy, extension yan ng Chinese government sa Pilipinas. Kasi
in other words, Prof,
in
other words, Prof, parang si Tariela, itong si Larissa Ontiveros, etc., Tulfo, whatever, Kiko Pangilinan, they're oversimplifying and oversimplifying and talagang false analogy, no? Parang they're also just showing their ignorance, no?
Ignorante?
Na yung paghalintulad nila. Kasi in other words, the Chinese embassy and all the other embassies in this country do not exist out of the goodness of the hearts of the Filipino people. But because of that Vienna, merong batas, may international law. Could you please expound?
Yeah, under Vienna, kasi, di ba, may diplomatic ties ka. And then we are part of the Vienna Convention on itong related sa diplomats so when you talk about foreign embassies in the country. That is there. It's solid and it is binding. Okay? And another thing that we have to remember, they're not guests, they're missions. So, and also, one thing that you have to remember, dahil nga sila mission, an extension sila ng sovereignty at the same time ng kanilang gobyerno, actually, lahat ng pag-aaral even them has immunity. May tinatawag kang diplomatic immunity, yung mga yan, mga diplomats, hindi lang mga Chinese, lahat ng diplomats sa Pilipinas. At the same time, ang kanilang perimeter, ang kanilang sasakyan, ang kanilang mga pag-aari sa Pilipinas are actually not subject to the sovereignty of the Philippines, but it's an extension of the sovereignty of their country. Ganun yun. So hindi mo sila pwedeng sabihin, lumayas kayo dito. Kasi pag sinabi mong lumayas kayo dito, ibig sabihin, you are actually trying to tell the government of that embassy na, okay, ikat natin ang diplomatic ties natin dalawa, ng Pilipinas at saka let us say ng China. That's the meaning of it. And do you really think it's a good thing? Do you really think it's diplomatic? Do you really think this is all about diplomacy and foreign policy? Of course not. Yun eh. Kaya nga sinasabi ko, asan ba ang...
Kaya pala sinabi ng spokes ng China na huwag kang ignorante, magbasa ka. Baka mapahiya ka sa mga pinagsasabi mo, Tulfo. Kasi baka ma-back to you ka. Ito yung sinasabi. So mali-mali ang mga sinasabi ni Tulfo at Risa. Ignorance, sabi ni Miss Ana. Hala, grabe, nakakahiya, may senador tayong mga ganito na walang alam.
Utak ng mga to, nasa talampakan nila. They're setting senators and they don't even use. Why? They're using this issue for propaganda or for political grandstanding. For what? For them to earn mileage and what? Popularity in public? For what? At the expense of our regional and international standing and at the expense of our foreign relation with China. Bakit? Kung magkaroon ba ng cutting of diplomatic ties, economic, political, investment, whatever, totally with China, kaya bang sagutin ni Risa Hontiveros, ni Kiko Pangilinan, and the likes of them, kung anong mangyayari sa Pilipinas? At kaya ba nilang saluhin ang mga OFWs?
Correct.
Diba? Kasi ganun yun eh. Yun ang problema ng mga to. Alam mo, nakakainis kasi kabubuhan na to eh. I'm not kidding eh. This is stupidity. And I'm expecting them to have a little bit of, exercising their brain a little bit because para naman hindi nakahiya-hiya sa buong mundo na we have lawmakers na ganito mag-isip.
Uy, buti pa si Santo Ruben Padilla ha. Kumpara kina Risa, Kiko at Tulfo, ay buti pala yung hindi nag-sign sa reso. Yun ang sabi nila mga pro-China, hindi pala tama ang desisyon nila. Kasi they follow the Vienna Convention. Na kung ano ang nakasaad doon. Yung pumirma, yun ang walang alam. Pati Senate President pumirma. Hala ka. Tapos sinisiraan nila ngayon na yan ang mga pro-China. Tingnan nyo. Pero kung if you would try to analyze, sabi ni Miss Ana Malindog, dito mo makikita ang katotohanan at kung bakit ganito mag-react ang Chinese Embassy at kung sino ang mali. Kabubuhan na.
Dahil lang sa kanilang gustong, projection na they are strong, they're patriot, and my God, that's false patriotism or national.
Because they're auditioning.
Diba? Nakakahiya. Nakakahiya.
Yeah. I'm so embarrassed by it talaga. Sobrang nakakahiya. It's so cringy, di ba? Kasi nga yung sinasabi mo, no, that it's based, they're not guests, it's their missions, di ba?
Magkaiba yun.
And they exist because of an international law. I'm thinking, looking at Risa Hontiveros, who always needs to have an index card, no? Doesn't seem to have an opinion of her.
Yeah.
Diba? And Tulfo, or this Tulfo person, and,
oh my God,
and Kiko Pangilinan, etc. I really think they don't know. I really think they are talagang mababa ang kalidad ng pag-iisip that they would make something as serious like this, no, as this, look like a teleserye. Lumayas kayo. Di ba? It's teleserye. Talaga, at saka they dumb down the discourse, no? Binobobo nila ang Pilipino na it's a matter of like what Tariela did with our students, di ba? Dinadumb down ang diskurso.
Hindi ko matangkap.
Yeah. You were saying, kasi what did you say? Parang
hindi ko matangkap. Lorraine, to be very frank, yun ang kainis, doon ako naiirita. Ginagawa niyong bobo kaming mga Pilipino. Hindi kami bobo. Mas matalino kanila eh.
And Professor Ana, sinabi mo kasi na intellectual dishonesty yung ginagawa nila Gibo na pinapaikot si Tariela with their misinformation, di ba? I think it's way more than that. It's not just intellectual dishonesty; it's deception outright, no? And it's and the goal, the agenda to that is really sinister, no? It's really sinister to divide a nation, diba? And to isolate us from the world, diba? And to keep us under the grip of America. Diba? Which has gotten already old. We're already witnessing the collapse of the American empire in our lifetime, right? And still we're here. It's no longer, the world has already moved forward. It has already changed, no? Hindi na siya hegemony. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
The likes of Gibo, Ontiveros are still not moving on. Naiwan na sila. Pero ang pinaka-naiinis pa ako, aside from the fact na it's a deception, intellectual dishonesty, is the fact that you're teaching our kids, our young moms to hate people. At the end of the day, the Chinese are still human beings. You don't teach children or you don't teach kids to hate another human being. That's not what education is all about. Education is about trying to be, have that sense of humanity, understanding the issue deeply, the conflict, if there's a conflict, and trying to provide some kind of tools for our students to have critical minds, not indoctrinate them to hate certain people or certain country, because that is not education as far as I'm concerned. So why in the hell these people doing this?
And also, no, we're raising our children not just to be Filipinos but to be global citizens.
Yeah.
That's what we're working
Precisely.
towards, no? Unity, no? Harmony between nations, no? So
And that's our values of Filipinos, di ba, Doc Lorraine? That's our values.
Yes.
Kasi ganito.
So yun, kabibig, narinig nyo ha. At marami tayong nalalaman sa kanilang konting lecture tungkol sa nangyayari sa China with Risa Hontiveros, Kiko Pangilinan, at Erwin Tulfo. Naku po, parang mas maganda doon tayo makikinig sa may alam at merong i-share sa atin tungkol sa sa foreign policy, 'di ba? Sana sa panahon ngayon nasaan ba si BBM? Parang hindi natin siya naririnig kung ano ang kanyang opinion, kanyang official statement hinggil dito kasi nagkagulo-gulo na. Mga senador versus Chinese embassy sa Manila, tapos kung ano sasabihin, like for example this one, kabibig, may bago na namang si Risa Hontiveros, binot up na naman niya sa kanina sa kanyang speech sa Senado ang komento ng China, mga kabibig. Kabibig ha. Share ko sa inyo kung ano ang sinabi ni Risa Hontiveros kanina. Talagang makikita mo talaga ba na nagpapaawa, napapaepal, sabi ng ilan, huwag ka namang magpaepal, sino doon? Risa Hontiveros, di ba? Huwag na, kasi hindi na maganda. Diba? Ito kabibig ha. Well, kung ganito ang standpoint ni Risa Hontiveros, hindi natin siya hindi natin siya makakontrol. Kung ganito ang kanyang estilo para makakuha ng panig sa Pilipino, ito kabibig kanina, ito yung ginawa niya.
May post na naman ang Chinese Embassy Manila tungkol sa paksa ng ating resolusyon. Ngayon naman, si Deputy Spokesperson of the Chinese Embassy, Guo Wei, sabi niya, echoes do not make a claim true. What matters is whether the argument stands up to scrutiny, not how many voices repeat it. At nirepost nila yung visuals ng 15 senators condemn Chinese embassy's criticism of Philippine officials. Na ang ibig sabihin ng unang linya ng post ni Deputy Spokesperson of the Chinese Embassy Manila, Guo Wei, gaya-gaya lang tayo sa isa't isa, tayong lahat na pumirma so far sa resolusyon. Ang ibig sabihin sa post niya, hindi daw tatayo yung ating pagkondena sa mga pinagsasabi nila bago pa ang araw na ito at hindi tatayo yung ating iginigiit na may karapatan at tungkulin tayong itaguyod ang pambansang interes. At minamaliit niya na halos 2/3 ng Senado ay pumirma nitong resolusyon. Ibig sabihin po, hanggang 36 minutes ago, half an hour before, salita pa rin ang salita ang Chinese Embassy Manila tungkol sa issue na ginawa natin ng resolusyon sa pamumuno ni Senator Kiko. Ganyan pa rin ang tono nila, bastos, walang paggalang. At gusto pa rin nila sila ang masusunod. Hindi lang sa dagat ng Pilipinas, hindi lang sa social media ng Pilipinas, pati sa Senado ng Pilipinas. Kaya saganang akin lamang po, Mr. President at mga kasama, yang ganyang consistent na pambabastos, walang pagrespeto, napaka-undiplomatic na stance, saganang akin lamang po, ay lalong nagbibigay ng urgency na maaprubahan ang ating resolusyon.
So, tingnan natin kung ano ang reaksyon ng ating mga tao. Bakit hindi nyo papalayasin agad ang Pilipinas? Agad ng Pilipinas. Ano pa bang iniintay-intay nyo? Isarado nyo na embassy ng China. Sabi ni Anita Pedrosa. Ang tapang sa China, takot naman sa congressman. Wag puro salita, palayasin nyo na. Dami nyo ng dat-dat dyan, leche, from Jetpogs. Action at pagkilos, hindi puro dada. We want result. From Berlin, R. Oitas. Tapos, pag lumayas na naman mga business naman na in-check, iyak na naman ang mga simpleng Pilipino. Kaya ba suportahan ng mga politikong ito ang maaapektuhan ng mga Pilipino? From Noy Jovi. Dapat magsipanghanda na tayo. Baka ang Chinese businessman ay aalis sa Pilipinas. Tapang-tapangan, pag binomba naman tayo, malamang magsisitakas mga yan, palayasin na nga sila. Go, Risa, palayasin na yan, huwag kayo puro salita. Internal invasion na yan. Si Risa, matalino, mas pinili pa yung runner na si kaysa ano ba? Personal ng grata na po yan. Puro ka lang dak-dak, Risa. Close ng embassy ng China naman ako. O, yun ang ilang mga komento ng ating mga netizens. So, ikaw, Kabibig, sa narinig niyong explanation ni Professor Ana Malindugoy at yung last video tong sinasabi ni Risa Hontiveros, ano ay yung reaction? Ako ba, kay Prof. Ana, no, ang dami kong natutunan sa kanya. Ang dami kong katanungan noon tungkol sa girian ngayon, inasagot ni Professor Ana Malindog. So mas maganda, doon tayo makikinig sa mga tao na merong ideya, na merong ibibigay na impormasyon, kumpara sa mga tao na mag-i-speech, tapos kung ano-ano mga sasabihin nila na para lang paniwalaan sila. Yun lang, Kabibig. Ano ang yung reaction hinggil dito? Grabe, as in, super, duper, nakakahiya talaga, sabi ng ilang netizen. Yun lang, Kabibig. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Bye everyone. See you next time.